to the Week 3 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriot's High School Football Rundown. I'm Assistant Sports Editor Brandon Marie.
And I'm Sports Editor Zach Colburn.
And we're here to recap each of the Wilkes County High School football games from Week 3. We're coming to you a little bit later this week because of Friday night games being delayed thanks to the weather. And Wilkes Central played their Week 3 game on Monday night.
Yeah, and even though Surrey Central jumped out to an early 7-0 lead on a touchdown by Eric Ramirez after resuming the game on Monday, Wilkes Central battled back to pick up a 35-10 win. But really the game changed early in the third quarter when they were up just by 4, and Dalton Combs let off a booming punt, and Surrey Central muffed it. Central recovered, and first play from scrimmage, Josiah Ferguson finds Terry Calhoun on a 47-yard option pass, and then a play later, Terry Calhoun takes it himself for 3 yards for a touchdown, and from there, Andrew Bynum and Dalton Combs added 2 scores to put the game away. Bynum continued his strong start as he ran for 118 yards on 18 carries and scored twice. But the Eagles showed a little more balance on offense this week as Dalton Combs threw for a pass as well. And the big thing was Justin Parsons catching 7 passes and also running in a 57-yard play off a screen pass where he shook off a couple of would-be defenders. After the game, I talked with Coach Turner, and basically he credited the defense for holding Surrey Central to 236 yards, but also forcing them to 4 turnovers, including 3 interceptions.
The good thing, we talk a lot about, turnover margin. It really hurt us last year. And right now we're, doing a better job with that. Offensively, we made a ton of mistakes, but we weren't, making a bunch of turnovers. And defensively, they were getting the ball back. Our defensive staff, I just can't say enough about them. Our defensive staff just had an unbelievable game plan, and they're just getting better and better and better every week. And we can do that defensively, and if I can call a few better plays and get us to quit messing up offensively, we got a chance to be pretty good.
Over in Hayes, the Vikings scored off with Forbush on Saturday afternoon, and thanks to a late fourth quarter touchdown, fell 20-19. With less than 5 minutes to play in the game, Forbush's Zane Johnson broke a 57-yard run to give the Falcons a 20-19 lead. On the ensuing drive, North Wilkes' Dylan Bogus was picked off looking for David Wood, and the Falcons ran off the clock to seal the win. For the game, Bogus threw for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to Daniel Pruitt. In the second quarter, Pruitt scored on an 80-yard touchdown pass, getting most of those yards after the catch. And in the third, he scored on a 62-yard pass. For the season, Pruitt now leads all Wilkes County receivers with 320 receiving yards in the first 3 games. Running back Jarrett Grimes also had a solid game for the Vikings as he rushed for 128 yards and a touchdown on 25 carries in what was his second start at the tailback position.
And this week, both East Wilkes and West Wilkes will return to action as East Wilkes will renew a rivalry with North Stokes for the first time in 5 years, and West Wilkes will travel down to Winston-Salem to take on Atkins for the first time ever. Wilkes Central will also take on a first-time opponent as they travel to Morganton to face Patton High School.
As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WJP_sports. And this has been the Week 3 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriot High School Football Rundown. We'll see you on Friday night.